Hello, Flosstube friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sylvia and my channel name is Becky's Land. It's a channel where I talk about my cross-stitching. Mostly about my cross-stitch, my addiction or my obsession with cross-stitch. So I would like to invite you for a visit today, and I'm so glad you stopped by. Hope you brought a little bit of time, and as usual I brought my cup of cappuccino, and I hope you have something to drink as well. So hello and welcome, my stitchy friends. How are you? How have you been? Oh, Happy New Year, by the way. It's almost the end of January. Finally I'm able to record a video. For some reasons, for different reasons, I wasn't able to record, so I always wanted to, and wish you happy holidays and a good start in the new year, but somehow I just wasn't able to record, and as I said, for different reasons, but I thought better late than never. So before January ends, the first month of the new year, I thought I'd take the time and record a video, a short video, I hope. First I thought maybe I do a whip parade or FFO parade. FFO means fully finished, and fully finished means for me finally finished, because I have I think I have quite a few a lot to fully finished pieces, but somehow I don't get around to fully finish them, though. Yeah, I don't know, it is what it is. And but then I decided against this. I'm not sure, maybe I will record a second video at the end of this and make it part 2. I'm not sure yet, but for today I thought I come to you with all my work in progress, and I have 2 finishes from last year I would like to talk about and show them to you, because you've seen the process of my pieces. So I don't have much pieces, so maybe it will be a short video and I can record a second one. Still out of practice, because I do record not often enough to get comfortable and to relax while recording. So yeah, it is what it is. So my lovelies, how have you been? I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and a good start into the new year. And I think I said this already, but yeah, I hope life is treating you good so far. And let's get started. What would you say? Yeah, I think so. You're here because of my cross-stitching, not of my babbling. Let me just take a sip of my cappuccino, please. So, and then I can start. Thank you very much. And excuse me, but I have to move my chair a little closer. My chair is too far away. So, where would I like to start? I think I start with my finishes from last year. So, maybe you remember I was stitching the Blackbird design Christmas garden, and sorry about the glare, so it's better. And yeah, when I started this piece, I started it on Christmas Day in 2018, and I kitted up a second piece that I wanted to start on June 1st in 2019, because I thought half of a year, 6 months or 5 months, and I'm done with it, but I wasn't. So it really took me a year to finish it, but not because it is such a big piece or there are so many little segments in there. It is because I didn't stitch as much as I wanted to, as usual. So, and here is my, excuse me, I had to grab it. So here is my fully finished Christmas garden to prove I'm done. It's difficult to hold up because it is so big, but I think you already know a Christmas garden piece. But yeah, I am so happy. I'm happy that I have it done. I kind of sad that I don't stitch on it anymore, because it was a real pleasure to stitch it, and I enjoyed every single stitch I made, even the stitches I had to restitch. So yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out, and I like the colors, the recommended colors. I used overdyes as suggested in the book and or in the leaflet, and I've seen some people have changed the colors, so I didn't. I used the recommended overdyed, and I'm so happy with how the colors look. I have no words to describe how wonderful this piece looks. It's really beautiful. Thank you so much to the designers of Blackbird Design. They did a really good job in choosing those colors. They are absolutely amazing pretty. The only thing I did, I changed a little bit the segments. They have been in a different spot. I don't know if you, oh, the glass. The segments on top of it have been a little bit too close together, so I stretched it a little bit. I didn't like that, and there was something else I didn't like and changed. I don't remember correctly. It doesn't come to mind. It's been too long ago since I finished it, and I stitched it the whole year, always a few stitches, and I was able to finish it right before Christmas. So I should have framed it, but I think I talked about it in some of my previous videos. It is really hard to find a framer who has experience with cross-stitch framing. So I'm not sure what I will do about it. I'm not sure if I frame it myself, or I have no idea what to do. I once talked to someone, she owns a shop. I visited while we were traveling, but she glues the piece to the cardboard, and I don't know if I want that for such a pretty piece. I think I would like to lace it. I have kind of a plan to do it on my own. We will see how this will turn out. But for now, I'm happy that it's finished. As you know, most of my pieces are finished, and I have them on a rack or on my closet door to admire, but not in a frame. So we will see how this turned out. But I'm happy how it turned out. It's really a pretty piece. So, and then the next piece I finished, it was a kind of a spur of the moment start. I didn't really want it to, because most of the time my biggest problem is to decide on the linen color, and then it's hard to get Picture This Plus in Germany or in Europe. So I have a few pieces that someone gifted me, and I don't know how to say this. I don't want to sound silly, but I'm having a hard time cutting a piece of Picture This Plus fabric. When I see that this might be the right one, but I don't want to cut because I would like to save it. I don't know what for the right piece to stitch on, or just to admire the Picture This Plus linen. I have no idea, but I have it, so I'm using it. At least on this piece I used it. And let me check what it was. It was 32 count Picture This Plus Ren. And I think you all know this. And finally, it was my turn to stitch it. I think I talked about this earlier. When you show what's coming out new on charts, when you show the new charts that are coming out, or for instance, when market is coming and there are so many new charts and they're coming out, and you buy them, you stitch them, you fully finish them. By the time it is available in Europe or in Germany, you already have everything done. So I'm the last one who stitched this piece, and but I'm happy how it turned out. I think it looks good on this Picture This Plus Ren, so I'm also happy that I've chosen Picture This Plus Rain, and I did change it also a little bit. Just a second. As you can see, do you see the difference? I'm not sure, but yes, that's right. I stitched in here another ast of this berry. It doesn't come to my mind how you call this. I know how you call this, but it doesn't come to my mind. Branch, maybe. I stitched this to have it to give it a little bit more into this empty space here. So that's what I did. Yeah. Everything else, I think I used the suggested overdyes, didn't change anything, not sure, it's been a while. I stitched it, it also was stitched, oh no, in November. I stitched, I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I stitched it in November last year, so, and this is done too, and I thought of framing it. And by the time I'm doing a new video like today, I really wanted to have this hanging on my wall, but I haven't been able to look for a frame or something. So it'll have to wait until it's his turn. It's beautiful, I like it. Oh, he's so cute, I love him. Thank you so much, Brenda Jove. Yeah, pretty, love it. So those were the last two pieces I stitched last year and finished last year. And I have a few fully finished items. I had this FFO challenge, FFO9 challenge on Instagram, and I had my 9. In fact, I had 20, I think, 20 fully finished items. But at the end, it was a little bit stressful for me to fulfill this challenge, so I decided no challenge for me anymore. That's too much pressure. I can't handle the pressure anymore since I'm sick and I can't handle that kind of pressure anymore. So what's next? I do not have any plan what to tell you and what to show you today. Then I wanted to start this for New Year, I think, I'm not sure. And I had this fabric from Jew Design. I was so eager to get this green. I forgot to bring it today here, but doesn't matter. And I started it and I absolutely didn't like it. So it was a too light of a green and the white didn't show up, and I didn't enjoy the white stitching and everything. I didn't enjoy this piece. So I put everything aside and will look for a linen that's more fitting to this. And it is so big. I wasn't expecting it to be that big on 32 count. Yeah, but still I would like to stitch this piece because I have it and I wanted to stitch it for, I think, 3 years now. Yeah, as we all know, Sylvie and her plans never work out. So people, and now let's move on to my work in progress. I decided I don't do rotations like I did last year anymore. I have a small rotation, but not the lots of pieces, and never finish a thing and never fully finish a thing. I like to focus on 3 main pieces, and that's it. I have, for me, a rotation to change every week. I will keep that from last year. So I decided I will stitch on a piece that I started on Christmas Day, and every week that has this 24-25 date in its week, I will stitch in this week on this project. And then I have a New Year's Day start, which I didn't start on New Year's Day. Excuse me. I started it 2 days later, but that doesn't matter. Every week that has the one in its week, so I will stitch on that one. And those 2 pieces are pieces, they are a little bit intense for me to stitch, because one is on 40 count and one is a mirabilia. And so I decided the 3rd week I will stitch something that puts me at ease, so an easy stitch, and I have a week for whatever. I think mostly for smalls, and that's it. So I hope this will work out for me, and no challenge and no Saturday for smalls or Santa Sunday or which events, nothing. That's too busy for me. As I said, since I got sick, I have to be more careful and have to watch out for me, what's good for me, and that's what I'm trying to do. So let's get started. Just a second. In my project bag, I think you already know this project bag. I'm still so happy when I'm able to sew a project bag. I still like to do this. I always, when I watch a Flosstube video and someone does this, I just love it. So anyway, silly Sylvie. I need to put this out of the plastic because the glare is not good today. Yep, that's it. That's the one I wanted to start on June 1st last year, because I thought, yeah, maybe the Christmas garden is finished by then and then I can start this. Yeah, silly me. But I started this on Christmas Day, your Christmas Day. Actually, I started it on 25, because 24 is in Germany. So, but I haven't stitched on it very much because it's on 40 count, and you know my eye issue, and it's very difficult to stitch on 40 count, but I still manage. So, and I will stitch on 40 count, still keep it. I stitch it on platinum, and as you know, the date. What date is today? I have no idea. Sorry people, I have no idea. But it's the 25th in the week. So here's my progress. so far. Not much. But, oh, and I stitch it with silk, NPI silks. I have them in, for the first time, in baggies. And because I think you should save silk a little bit better than overdyes. Oh my god, they are so smooth and so, oh, I have no word for it, beautiful to stitch with silk. Yeah, I'm happy that I decided to stitch it with silk. Yeah, I really like it. So yeah, that's my progress so far. Yeah, it slows me down a little bit because of the 40 count, but still not bad. So that's the work in progress this week. The next work in progress, just a second. Oh, and I need to take a sip, sorry. A dry air here because of the heater. The next piece I started on New Year's Day was Nora Corbett Pansy. Yeah, I think I said in my last video when I showed you my finished bluebell that I don't want to start a new Nora Corbett or Mirabilia before I have beaded them. I had the Prancer and I had the bluebell. The Prancer is beaded, I showed you that, and the bluebell, you always need an excuse, you know that. I decided I will bead the bluebell when we start traveling again. It's a good piece to bead, yeah, in our RV. So yeah, I think that will do good because I beaded the Prancer in the RV as well, and it was a good thing to do. So, and I decided I will bead the bluebell in our RV or whatever. I needed to start this. I was so eager. I really could not wait to start her. I could not wait. So I wanted to start her on my birthday. That didn't happen because nothing was beaded. No Prancer, no bluebell. And now it's the time to start this piece. So, and I have this. This is my Mirabilia Nora Corbett bag. Always will be. It's a gift from a stitchy friend in the US, and I still love it, and I love it to use it, and it's so big, so it fits good. And yeah, that's my Mirabilia Nora Corbett bag. So, and here is the process. Not much. I haven't stitched on her much ever since, but a little bit. A little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah. Kreinig already. Not my favorite thread, but yeah, it's not bad. So this will come out when the week has the first day of the month in it. So yeah, not bad. And then, because 40 count was very, yeah, and a Nora Corbett piece is also exhausting, I need a piece that is a little bit more easy to stitch. So, and I decided to stitch a blackbird design where I made a project bag for. It's absolutely new and I just made it for it. So this is an absolutely beautiful print, and just a second, this is how it looks inside. Yeah, I like it very much, very happy about it. So, and that's the piece I'm stitching. Finally, Bluebird of Happiness. But it didn't give me so much happiness at the beginning. So I do not have the recommended linen, so I had to substitute something else, and I have chosen Picture This Plus Mellow. I had in my stash and I thought might work out, and I started with all the overdyes recommended. So all the overdyed recommended. Looks good so far. But then this red is so dead. I don't have a word for it in English. I would say in Germany I would call it langweilig, fad, tot. Yeah, so I didn't like it. The same goes with this kind of color. It's so I have no idea what to call this. So, and I already had stitched a little bit. I stitched one border and this border, and I stitched this border, and they changed the green in this kind of border. So there are two different greens in here, and I didn't like that. And the berry has two different, the purple one and the red one mixed in it. You always have to change the color. I don't like that. So, and I already stitched the urn with this kind of color. I think it is the purple color, and I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. Let's just say it like that. I looked at it and no, that's not me. So I ripped out everything. No, this border. I think I had this border. Everything, and the urn and the berries. I had stitched the berries. I ripped everything out and started all over again. It took me a couple of days, I have to be honest, to decide. I rip it out and look for something different. So I looked what Blackbird Design says about the conversion to DMC, and I used some of the DMC conversion colors, but not all of them. I decided I choose my own colors, especially on the blue ones, because when you look at this picture, the blue and the house looks blue. Oh, by the way, here, can you see the different green? I don't like that. Anyway, the bird and the house looks blue because Bluebird of Happiness, right? But the color you have to stitch it on looks like gray. So they look blue, but when you stitch them, it looks like gray. So I picked out my own DMC colors. So now come to show you my progress, my new start, my progress. Yoo-hoo! I love it. Now I'm happy. Now it looks like a happy blue bird of happiness. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And that's my easy stitch. So, yeah, my week of easy stitching. So nothing more to say. I stitched this greenery in endive, I think. So this is overdye, the greenery, and the berries I stitched with one color of DMC. And I stitched this in endive, and I have the blue are 3 different blues from DMC, and that's it. It's too busy for me to not only to do it, but to look at it. It's too busy for me. So many different colors. I don't like that, but that's okay. I think I can do whatever I want. It's my stitchy piece, right? Right. Sylvie, what's wrong with you? So put that aside and move on. Happy with it. I'm happy with it. it's good. So, and then we have week 4, and I already, that's an older project bag, and I decided I put in here some smalls that I would like to stitch, and what have we here? I thought I heard something, but I didn't. So I got a gift the year before, last year I think. Someone on Instagram gifted me a few things, and this was one of them. And I thought, now that Valentine's Day is coming, or February is the Valentine's Day month, I would like to stitch a heart. So, and I'm not so happy how this looks. You know, this is very dark, and that's not me. So I had to change out a little bit, and that's what I did. I'm stitching this on, just let me check, Belfast Linen Platinum, so it's a lot lighter. And this is how it looks, because I choose once again my own color conversion. So, and I like it. It only has the 3 colors: the yellow, the green, and the red. And I have to be honest, I think I saw it somewhere. I can't remember. It's you know how this goes. You see something, and somehow you have it in your mind, but you can't remember where was it. So how did it look exactly? So, but something happened in my mind, and that's why I thought I would like to change the color of the fabric or the linen and the color of the chart a little bit. So yeah, looks good. And that's another easy stitch. It's fast, I think. So that's it. That's my work in progress. Yeah, that's all. There's nothing more. I haven't done anything stitchy wise, because I posted on Instagram already. I think I lost my stitchy bug a little bit. Over stitching a little bit, but not as much as I should, or as I would like to, or as I was used to. But it's not, I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's just too much what you see. As I just said, you see something and you immediately want to start it, and you like it, and you want to change it exactly the way, and then it's gone, and then I'm searching and I can't find it anymore, and it's difficult, and then you see something new and you want to start this immediately, and it's just too much for me. And I think this overwhelming feeling is the reason why I'm not so eager to stitch right now, and I'm having difficulties to find the right fabric or linen to stitch on, and the same goes with the fully finished pieces. Right now, at the moment, I have kind of difficulties to find matching fabric together, and I think the other reason is I'm in kind of a stitchy taste change, because I always used to stitch seasonal smalls, and I was sure about it, how I wanted to finish it and how it should look, and blah blah blah. But now seeing so many beautiful bigger pieces like samplers, or whatever bigger pieces, and then I see all the beautiful Mirabilias or Nora Corbett pieces. I would like to stitch each and every one. Oh, speaking of, I bought the Raven Queen. Am I crazy or am I crazy? When will I ever stitch this and finish it? I have no idea, but I can top this because I bought the Snow Queen. She is beautiful. Yeah. I'm sure I will never stitch the Snow Queen. She is too big for me to stitch, but I needed to have this chart, so I bought it. It was Casa Senina had a sale before Christmas, and this is a good sale, and I had to buy this. So now it's in my stash and I'm done with it. But there are so many beautiful designs from Mirabilia, or I think I tend more to Nora Corbett, and I need to buy a few more charts. I bought a lot of charts, Plum Street sampler with a needle and thread, and I don't know, so many different designers that I like the charts. I bought a lot of charts last year. I would say it got a little bit out of hand, and but I needed to have this chart. Oh, now the sun is coming out, but it's okay, I think. No, not much glare. And yeah, but I like it. I like to have the chart, and I like to have the choices, and I hope my stitchy bug will return when we start traveling, and but I'm not sure, because when we're traveling we do other things besides stitching. There are so many other things to do. Anyway, now I'm babbling. So I just wanted to show you quick. I have made another project bag from a stitchy friend, gifted me the fabric. That's the inside, just plain. And in here I wanted to start this, but I haven't started it, but I will start it, because right now I'm kitting up a few things for our RV traveling. So, sorry about that. That is Autumn Fractor by Plum Street Sampler, and I admired it for a very long time, and yeah, now is the time, and I hope I will start it this year, because I need to. I like it. I like the colors very much. So that's, yeah. So, and then I had a project bag, maybe you remember. It was completely done in this fabric, and it was so boring in my opinion. I wasn't happy about it, so I'm the queen of ripping out. I undid it completely and made me a new one, and this looks so much better with this spread on top of it. So then what's in here? That's the inside, and in here we have, oh yeah, the fragments in time. That's another story. The fragments in time, what year is it? I have no idea. So I cannot decide. Do I want to stitch it on one piece, or do I want to stitch it separately and make cushions out of them? I have no idea. That's why I haven't started. And another reason is I cannot find the border that you need to have it as one piece. The one piece has a border around the fragments, the segments. I cannot decide what I want to do, but I think I tend to go with completely one piece and frame it. I like it very much. Oh, it's Fragments in Time 2014. So, and I have the Fragments in Time 2017 and the one from last year, and I would love to stitch them as well. So, almost done, people. I have, how many minutes? 40. Oh, I need to keep gas. I wanted to show you one kind of FFO Excuse me. Excuse me. I wanted to show you one FFO. It's not really an FFO, kind of, because it already was fully finished in 2013. 2013. I finished it. This is my photo I have from it. That's an heart in hand piece, and I always had it hanging on a wreath. But since I don't have that anymore and I don't have anything I would like to hang it from, have it hanging from, I wanted to change this. I never liked it how it looked. I never, from the beginning, I never liked how this looked. Honestly, I don't know why I finished it like that. And since I learned how to finish or fully finish my cushions differently, I tend to go with a different kind of style. So once again, queen of ripping out, I undid everything. So I ripped out the seam, put away the inside stuffing and everything, and yeah, sewed it together again differently. And this is how it looks now. So now you tell me. That's much better. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. He turned out so cute. I love him. Yeah. One day I started to learn how to sew in another piece of fabric and a rickrack and everything, and ever since I learned that, I don't like the... Sometimes I make him just like that, but I always like it to have kind of a fabric at the bottom or on the side. You know that. I always do like that. So, and that's the back. See? I have done a few cushions in the past with only ripping around the cording. Yeah, that's so much better, and it looks good in my basket, and yeah, I don't need to stitch seasonals anymore. I just have to undo my old ones and do them again, and I have a new one. Yeah, I think it looks good. I like it. Pretty. And one last thing, I think I'm going into a new obsession or addiction or whatever you might call it. Just let me get it off. I discovered pearls. I made my own scissor fob, a little bit cheap, wonky. I made my first. I like it that you are out now, but couldn't you have waited just a few more minutes? My first scissor fob. My first self-made scissor fob. I have used wire, but it's not the right wire. I need to look for a different one. Yeah. I'm sorry about the sun. No, I'm not sorry about the sun, but she could have waited just a few more minutes. So that's really could get addictive. It's, yeah, and I have it not on a scissor because I don't like to have it on a scissor. I have it on my project bag, and I think it looks good on here. Yeah, let me just put it on there, just like that. Yeah, I like that. And since I had to try out a few things with beads, that's another addiction. I made myself my first self-made pins. Yoo-hoo! It's so funny. It's just a second. Sorry, that was my husband. He didn't know about it. It was coming in. Maybe he should have said hello. Anyway, I was talking about this, a new addiction. It is pin making, and yeah, since I always like to embellish my cushions a little bit, I need a different kind of a pin, not just a plain pin. So yeah, looks good. I like it. But they are so pretty displayed. I'm not sure if I ever gonna use it for a pin cushion anyway. So that was it. That was it for today. No, I have one note here. I wanted to say a big thank you to Katrina from Pajama Stitcher. I heard she gave me a really lovely shout out. Thank you so very much. I'm happy that that you said you find some ideas on my videos and that I inspire you. I always like when people tell me that. It would be nice to be a little bit more recognized about this. Just a little side note, I can see when someone yeah, takes bits and pieces out of my ideas, but I never get mentioned anyway. Thank you so much, Katrina, for shouting me out. That was really lovely of you. And here's my shout out to you. I know you. I've seen you only did 2 videos, so I think you are fairly new to Flosstube. Hello and welcome. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do. That's it for today, people. Thank you so very much for stopping by and taking the time to watch, and I hope you liked it a little bit and enjoyed your visit. I hope I will see you back soon. I hope I will see you back soon. Sometimes it's just not working. Yeah. Thank you so very much for commenting. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Thank you so very much for commenting on my last video. Wow, people, so many comments, so lovely words. I really appreciate it, and I love you for it. Thank you so very much. And thank you so much for subscribing. I've seen I've got a lot of new subscribers. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, I think that's it. If you want to and able to, please come and visit me on my Instagram, where I now and then post the progress of my Kathy Barrick or my memorabilia or my stitchy progress. So, or when I have some finishes, there you can see my fully finished pieces from last year. So if you're interested, please come by and visit. Yeah, my lovelies, I missed you, and I hope I don't stay away so long again. Yeah, please take good care of yourself and stay safe and healthy, and until we meet again, love you. A big hug to you. Bye.